Listen now, I've a warning to sound about an overgrown weed. I don't mean to forebode, but this little ode is a lesson you best heed. Now a story unfolds upon a pitiful mold. 'Twas made to thrive on wrath. This unsightly spot was a trickster's last laugh, long after his battle was fought. Thus sundering, if you were wondering, when the heavens dropped out of the sky, they hit with a thud and gave birth to the mud, making up this mortal star. What a hell of a mess, but I digress. My story is about the swine. What to root in this land, where seeds called man that sprung up like fungus from brine. Lives may be short and lacking in hope, but keep an eye to their blundering. It's tempting to jest about this simple pest. That's until you've seen their plundering. Oh, when men bound to the doom from south. Just how badly you've been caught. I don't mean to forebode, but this little ode is a lesson you best heed.
Pakruti is pleased to see you. Your crates are gone, my friend. But there are always additional crates available for purchase. Goodbye, my friend.
Yeah. strength wanes, Wanderer. Curious. You emanate a familiar pattern. A tone which resonates with our Dremnican. Our order. Why else? Take this room. It will the mind to grab. The apogee is a vault for items of arcane interest. At its center lies the Shrine of the Tormenting Eye, one of Hermaeus Mora's famed black books. It is currently off serving his divine purpose. Once, many considered this place to be impenetrable. Dremnican are pests. They have tested our defenses since the apogee's construction. If one discovered a faded ward or a crack in our dimensional shielding, it would slip in. The mind who grasps, Lord Hermaeus Mora himself, bestowed these gifts to the remnants. A pact made centuries ago gave us strength in exchange for service. Odd that you'd possess such powers. But even we won't claim to understand our Lord's plans. The apogee is a vault for items of arcane interest. cleansed? Together we can reset the wards. Concentrate! The ritual drained our strength. Join us outside.
My food!
You emerge. Come. No need to tell us of your exploits, mortal. We can hear. Though still faint, the hum of knowledge steadies. The threat has passed. Before we conclude, return the relics you secured. We can no longer trust the apogee to protect these items. It weakens and will fall. Your efforts give us time to relocate the secrets within. Take this reward. Your service has concluded. Although the remnants must abandon this place, do not think your efforts a waste. Staunching a wound is the first step toward recovery. Our clan will clear out any invaders still left, then begin transporting the Apogee's wisdom to a new home. The shrine protected our wares. The unified strength of the remnants kept it alive. Perhaps as we waned, so did the protective wards. We may need to concentrate our efforts in one location. Much easier to watch for thieves that way. We assume you refer to the hushed, unfortunate creatures who arrive from your realm. The mortal mind was not meant to hold the blessings of Lord Hormeus Mora. They transform into the beings you saw. A cautionary tale. The shrine protected our wares. The unified strength of the remnants kept it alive. Perhaps as we waned, so did the protective wards. We may need to concentrate our efforts in one location. Much easier to watch for thieves that way. We assume you refer to the hushed, unfortunate creatures who arrive from your realm. The mortal mind was not meant to hold the blessings of Lord Hormeus Mora. They transform into the beings you saw. A cautionary tale. The shrine protected.
No doors. Still trapped. Those dream carvers came in here, opened all the exhibits, but didn't bring down the barrier? Ugh. Rude. Inconsiderate. Didn't even clean up after themselves. The feral gallery is a mess. It's untidy and strewn with cipher bits. I'm gonna leave. There's a barrier. It keeps the exhibits inside. We can't leave the gallery. Those Daedric dream carvers mucked everything up. Now there's no one alive to bring me books. We had a deal. Simple. Cipher. Free Elvie. She'll know a way. She might be alive, but she won't be easy to find. No. The bristleback lords won't let us through. And dream carvers. Yuck. It'll be worth it, though. Help me find Free Elvie. She'll give you a treat. Everyone likes treats. It's one of those things. The powerful secrets. Known things. First, bristleback lords. We have to put them to sleep. You can find sleep potions down in the gazebo. You toss them, they take a whiff, then bam! Snores galore. Not my fault you can't understand. I got lost in the books. Now my words are scrambled, like Kwama eggs. Knowledge, truth, facts, they're not what you think they are. Don't go looking for them. Many things. Planeswalker, prisoner, teacher, student, friend, enemy. The multitudes in me contain smaller multitudes. Oh, I hear them sometimes, the multitudes. They whisper. Oh, I wish they'd stop, but you can't tell what isn't there to stop talking. I know a known thing. It made my eyes bleed and gave me an extra toe. Knowledge is power. Power is dangerous. My advice? Eat your vegetables, read books, and don't listen to the whispers in your head. I made a deal. Join the gallery and stay in one place in exchange for all the books I could read. I should have negotiated for all the books I wanted. I walked, and then did some magic that makes my brain hurt. I think I went to other planes first, but if I try to remember, the voices come back, and I don't like them. They ask questions. You're also here. You know what I'm talking about. Those Daedric bullies think they can bring pain and suffering into this library. It's quiet here. Besides, pain and sickness aren't scary. They should really look into the terrifying experience of finding out your book's missing the last chapter! They wanted to? Or someone wanted them to? I know they killed the ciphers. I just hope Frialfi isn't dead yet. I don't want to be stuck here if nightmares control the gallery. It's nightmarish enough with the gallery as broken up as it is. She runs the gallery, leads the other ciphers, and takes care of us all. The ciphers serve the one fate of tides. No, that's not right. They serve Moron Hermes. I'll get this eventually. Hermes Mora. Not my fault you can't understand. I got lost in the books. No, many things. She runs the gallery. Frialfi calls it the... Them. Yes, a globular delivery. Yes, they'll drift away from the skyway there. Sleep. Their crimes are too... Dreams are unstable things right at the start. Check inside, and then we can be loud. Where? She knows where my... It's... who knows? Maybe... I wanted to know everything. Oh, I found what I wanted, which is different from what I was looking for. I know that which shouldn't be known. Discovering the secrets of the Secret Keeper has its consequences. Confined! Stuck! Like me! Why would I want to do that? Oh, I may have been different in the past, clearer, purposeful, but that person learned all he could to share it across the darkness. I learned because I enjoy it. Not selfish, pure. This is my purpose. I was a poor guest in his realm, but he did invite me. He sees too much, and I hear the same amount. His attention wandered. I don't feel the light of his eyes on me all the time. I can move in the shadows now. It's a gallery of special beasties and other things. Secretly special, no one knows why, except for Hermaeus Mora, but he knows everything, so that's cheating. Who knows? Maybe he likes it. Maybe he keeps dangerous creatures here. Maybe he doesn't have a reason. The Cyphers spent a long time trying to figure it out. Wrote their theories down in books, in the study. I wanted to know everything. outside when we're supposed to be inside. Spiders. A spider should do it! Find one! You need to put the inkwell back on the rocks. Make the boom! But don't spill. If everything turns black, that means I'm dead. Have fun. A door? I usually go in through the windows. Frielvi? What are you doing, bleeding out like that?
Of course, Morian didn't stay in his cell. Who are you? One of the Dream? He always thinks that. My plan was to stop the Dream Carvers before they got to the Forbidden Exhibit, but you can see how well that went. Those bastards. So many unique creatures. Gone. What do they want? The known thing? A truth so powerful can melt the mind of anyone who's exposed to it. Morian's the only mortal I've heard of who survived a known thing. If they find out, the Dream Carvers might see Morian as more of a threat than the other exhibits. The barrier. Right. The truth is, it's weak in the Forbidden Exhibit, which is why the Cephaliarch placed Seeker Sentinels there. Hermaeus Mora wants Morian trapped. He never indicated that he wants Morian dead. Help him. He doesn't deserve to die.
It won't be long now. Frielvi's just about empty.
Morian really is a singular creature. He's so much more special than me or any of the other ciphers, just by the nature of what he's done and what he knows. Please, help him escape the gallery. He's too special to rot in here.
Frielvi's glass is nearly empty. Grains of sand spilling out on the floor, running out of time. My sand's inside, but my eyes leak. No cage, no friends, no one to make plans for me. I'm not good at being alone anymore. The forbidden exhibits. I always knew I was gonna get in there. I was going to ask the known thing if it wanted to help me escape, but there are Seekers. They make noises. The entrance is southwest of us now. If we pretend to be sneaky mice, maybe the Seekers won't notice us. Can you be a mouse? Excellent! We'll search for crumbs and keep out of sight. The barrier may keep the exhibits inside the gallery, but not to mice! I'll meet you on the outside. I can't leave until Free Elvie's gone. You're almost out of words.
Never thought I'd see you put off a chance at escaping, Morian. I hope you have better luck than I did, my friend.
And I hope you go someplace where you always have thick socks on. Inky, black, and red light. Just like I always thought it would be. I never got this far before fear took me. Forbids these exhibits. What's down here? Come on, let's look. That's a lot of Seekers. This might be harder than... Ooh, wait, yes, the known thing! A known thing! It's here. We're not gonna sprout liars, fungi! But those wiggly-faced Seekers protect it. I can hear them. They're laughing at me and my mortal memory. Just because I can't remember everything I read doesn't mean I'm a toad. Plan? I don't plan. I jump before looking and hit the ground whenever it wants to meet me again. Known things turn seeker minds into runny-nosed soup. If we open it and point it at the seekers, then they'd be the toad brains. Ooh, this is perfect! If you're worried about dying or losing your mind, you'll never learn anything useful. I survived a known thing, and look at me! So what do you say? You ready for a lesson? It'll be the most important of your life. So close to a new known thing! I told you that the last one made my ears bleed, right? I wonder what I'll learn. That's right. They all... Minds rely on... Shh! It's a secret. I have no idea. Maybe I was limber. Maybe it liked me. Maybe I didn't survive it. Leave the arguing to the philosophers in the mountains. Hypotheticals mean nothing to truth. Don't worry, if this one kills us, we won't know. That's right. They also taste of... Sadness in an empty shell. Sadness in an empty shell. Just like an orange peel. What happened to your fruit, friend?
I guard the entrance, and so it remains locked.
Tall ceilings, many steps, and the weight of truth ahead. I can't wait any longer. It's excited! Feel it in the air? You open the gnome thing. I'll help tilt it towards us. Keep your mouth closed! Don't contradict the truth! And don't die! We did it! Hurry, portals! Escape! Rock, fall, cliff, down. Ugh, friend, mind the edge. I feel freedom in my ribs. Good. The Lord of Eyes and Arms must be all right with me leaving the gallery. I can explore and read and find myself again with this new truth. You helped me, and I helped you. Cypher Free Elvie didn't give us treats, but I saved one for you. Take it. I have to find the shadows and burrow away, Daedrat-like. There will be times for standing tall, as there will be times to run from the Gibbers. Now is the time for burrowing. It'll be good. He must be. Otherwise, I would have never made it out. If I had to guess, there's a lot going on between the eyeballs right now. Why worry about me? Become a secret, even from the Secret Keeper. Keep changing and never swim in the sea of fate. Read, not to learn, but to alter. Exist everywhere and nowhere, and never climb on the bookcases. Old habits are dead, but I'm an idea necromancer. This new exhibit of mine is bigger and has more books. I think I'll enjoy being trapped here. Without reading every book? You were there along with the many multitudes of me. Didn't you see the light of darkness? Fly in the weight of truth? Slurp the dredges of your mind through a cup? I don't know. All that raspberry smell made me close my eyes. Either it's in the box or it isn't. The moment you go back and check, it'll decide where it is, regardless of which answer you like better. Best not to wonder, and let it be both. He must be.
We have entered the infinite panopticon. But where are the catalogers?
That hunger is native to Apocrypha. See how it shifts between the layers of reality? Attack while it's shifted, and its energy enter the focus point. Use my ghost sight, strike true. My ghost sight, you probably wouldn't have survived that.
Careful, Proxy. I sense corruption.
Right. This moment you destroyed one sensor of corruption, but I sensed more above us.
What did you do, Proxy? The corruption has lessened, but it persists.
Use my ghost sight. There's something nearby. Another sensor destroyed. Without my ghost sight, you'd never find them.
Well done. The corruption is wholly weak.
sensor to destroy. Use my ghost sight. That was the last sensor. The corruption should clear on its own now.
Whatever you did, it worked. The corruption dissipates even as we speak. According to Blightcrown's notes, they are using the corruption as some sort of method to avoid detection. Is that how they plan to elude the gaze of the one who knows? I believe so. He has somehow combined the power of dream with the power of pestilence to shift between the layers of this reality. They are here, but not here. Effectively hidden from the all-seeing gaze of Hermaeus Mora. The power of the ritual we use to locate the Panopticon lingers. We can use it to focus on the portion of the Fulcrum Obscura that Torvasad and Blightcrown carry. We can follow its trail directly to them. I shall concentrate the residual power of my ritual into a final tracking spell. Follow where the energy leads. They carry the Fulcrum Obscura through this door. Hermaeus Mora has set a guardian gaze to protect the way ahead. We must divert its attention to cross the chamber. Periite rune, reeking of disease. Is this how they distracted the guardian gaze?
The Guardian's vision is similar to my ghost sight.
Activating the rune got the guardian's
Nothing
attention.
escapes its notice.
There must be more. Remaining runes, Pops. Look, another rune. The Guardian appears.
Activate all of the corrupted runes and we should be able to sneak past the eye.
See how the fulcrum vibrates? What we seek is here.
Another eye? It looks like all the others to me.
Have faith, diseased one. This eye contains the memory of the dream we seek.
Then let's get this over with. I can't hide us between the layers of reality much longer.
Ah, fate's mortals. I have no wish to harm you. Turn back and let us finish what we started.
They dare enter one of Hermaeus Mora's forbidden memories. We must follow them. Let me open a portal. There.
Proceed carefully. Between the energy here and Blightcrown's manipulation of reality, Lirimil's portal could behave erratically. I knew it! We're not where Lirimil intended, and now she's missing. Spellcasting should be left to professionals. Look about us. The Eye of Mora, Lirimil's portal, deposited us on the ceiling. Another portal. I knew it! Blightcrown's manipulation of the layers of reality caused Lirimil's spell to splinter. Well, step on through. Hopefully we'll reach the layer we're looking for. traversing different layers of reality is disconcerting. Quick, into that portal! This one doesn't get us there. I'm going to start making things explode. Finally! The Eye of Mora on the walkway above us. Made it. The Eye of Mora! With or without lyrics, you need to go in after Blightcrown and Torvasar. I focus, apply my focus to attack with precision. Transparent as I am. And look, there's Torvasar.
We're in a memory of Hermaeus Mora, mortal. Here, no harm may befall us. I suggest we use this opportunity to confer. When dealing with matters of fate, meetings such as this are inevitable. Know that I am Torvasar, and know that we need not be adversaries in these matters. I simply seek an ancient dream, barely remembered. Lost knowledge, nothing more. Is that what Hermaeus Mora and his high elf lackey told you? Can you imagine any revelation that possesses such power? No. This is about keeping secrets, hoarding knowledge, stealing memories. Hermaeus Mora, the great miser of oblivion. All I have is fragments of a dream. Even Vermina could not help me recall it. But we remembered enough to get us this far. Hermaeus Mora stole this knowledge from us. I do not wish to harm you, mortal. To harm anyone. But I will learn the truth. The pompous mortal riddled with disease. The memory rejected him. We entered together, but I stand here, alone. Except for you. But worry not for Periite's priest. Blightcrown has skills. It should be a simple matter for him to return to Nirn. I will continue my search. You, however, should turn back. Wandering the memories of a Daedric prince is dangerous for one such as I. Heed my words, mortal.
If I learned anything as a Telvanni Magister, it's this. When a Dremora tells you to go right, you go left. Dream Carvers. Prince Vermina's pet Dremora clan. Those are Vermina markings on the walls.
won't let you do this, Fate Forger!
It is already done. You will forget this ever happened. Everyone will. It is the only way to preserve reality.
Damn you, Mora! Damn! No!
A spell to make all of reality forget. I can barely imagine. Come on. We need to find Torvasad.
The process of restoring the memory will begin. I suggest you defend yourself, mortal.
The Prince of Dreams and Nightmares!
Destroy the heretic!
Chosen, speak with me. I erased all evidence of this moment, and of the events that led to the loathsome action I was forced to perform. But I could not strip it from my own memory. And now that misstep has borne bitter fruit. What did the Dremora tell you, Chosen? Torvasad spoke true. Forbidden knowledge and secrets are my prime concern. Much of what I hoard serves to protect all the realms of existence. This Torvasad found a way to slip past the eyes that see all, and entered a memory he should have had no ability to access. And yet, here we are. He restored that which I destroyed. And now this recollection is no longer forgotten. The threads fray, but have not yet snapped. Torvasad and my enemies recall a fraction of the memory, but the most devastating secret remains locked away. Return to your allies. The situation can still be salvaged if you and Laramil work together. Use this portal and return to Laramil's study. We will talk again soon.
There you are. I was afraid you might have been lost. When the opportunity to enter a place of forbidden knowledge was snatched from me, the frustration was nearly overwhelming. Oh, well. Tell me what you saw inside the memory, Proxy. Ah, the event that began this cavalcade of fate. Of course, such drastic measures must have been taken for good reason. The one who knows keeps referring to the unraveling of reality if we fail in our efforts. What else did you experience? With that level of power, Torvasad is clearly more than your average Dremora. Much more. Does that mean the secret has been remembered? Have we failed? Shall reality begin unraveling all around us? Then only some of the lost memory has been restored. The most dangerous portion of the secret must still be hidden. Very well. If you plan to honor your contract and still want to help save Apocrypha, I would have it no other way, Proxy. We followed Hermaeus Mora's enemies from one end of Apocrypha to the other, and we learned what they seek. You have done well. What you described. How could Torvasad change a memory of Hermaeus Mora? How could he alter what happened so long ago? Such a power should not exist. This sensation. Bafflement. I do not care for it. Torvasad has allies as well. Master Shell Rennie, Vermina, and Periite. Blightcrown and the hidden kindred cultists. They seek to restore memories stolen from them by Hermaeus Mora. And from what you saw, Torvasad has started the restoration process. Yes, most puzzling. Torvasad's next step must involve the right Master Shelreni seeks to draw from Meln's Black Book. Return to Necrom and find Curate Gadain. See what Shelreni is up to. Meanwhile, I have other inquiries I wish to explore. Remember, as long as Shelreni possesses the Black Book, she can complete her rite. If they fully unlock this forgotten secret, multiple realms are doomed. I shall meet you at the bookshop in Necrom after I come. Torvasad and Blightcrown could be anywhere, but Master Shelreni has roots in the Telvanni Peninsula. If anyone can help you navigate the complexities of the Dunmer Great Houses, it is Curate Gadain. Investigating Shelreni is our best option. Perhaps that is one of the possibilities I plan to explore. However, Torvasad demonstrated powers unheard of for a typical Dremora. He may have other abilities. I need to proceed with caution. And Blightcrown serves Periite, another obstacle. A cult composed of followers of Vermina and Periite, princes that usually work against each other, may be easier to uncover. I shall see what I can learn from my contacts among Hermaeus Mora's faithful. We will succeed, Proxy. We have to. Blightcrown and Shelreni concocted the dream affliction with the help of Vermina and Periite. It allowed them to avoid detection by shifting into alternate layers of reality. It even affected Mora's guardians. And we know they plan to improve it. If they can perfect their formula, what better way to steal the most dangerous secret in Apocrypha than from under the gaze of the one who knows? But if we can stop Master Shelreni and they cannot find the secret they seek, it shall not matter. Perhaps that is one of the possibilities. This portal will return you to Necrom, Proxy.
Master Shelreni murdered me to avoid the scrutiny of the Assembly of Masters. What else might she do to further her ambitions?
mortal returns. I thought I recognized that wrinkle in the fabric of fate.
I hoped Laramil would be with you. We have news.
Trading.
I don't believe in black market.
Falani doesn't.
It's just as well that I can't.
This city's so different from anything we have back at home. could strike a bargain with that chef. Hunt her fresh meat in exchange for free meals.
No one sources furniture like Merkholg. There is no line I won't cross. Envious of the furniture in someone else's home? Just give me their address.
Thank you for speaking with Rizard. This one must ensure the esteemed Folso Khleran's beloved Nirvania also receives funerary rites at his side. This can be arranged?
Certainly. It's set for tomorrow. Adding his beloved isn't a problem. Were they married?
Rizadru thinks not. Nirvania was his favorite guar.
Oh, I see. That is unusual. Do you have something in writing? A formal request from the family?
Perhaps when Orizadro talks to the family tomorrow, he can ask them for this consideration. Thank you for your time, Keeper Drareni.
Mortal returns. I thought I recognized that wrinkle in the fabric of fate.
I hoped Laramil would be with you. We have news. Scroot and I uncovered the most interesting news. The Assembly of Masters learned of Master Shelreni's recent activities and has called for a conclave. They plan to strip her of her rank and expel her from the house. It's complicated. The Assembly of Masters consists of just their mouths. The actual Masters rarely leave their towers, and never to meet with their rivals. A conclave, however, is a different story. The Masters themselves are compelled to attend. Don't you see? When they convene the Masters' conclave, Shelreni must be on hand to contest the charges. So, we know where we can find her and when. At Tel Hulan, the Tower Hall in Old Isra. As a curate, I think I can get us into the conclave by claiming official Necrom business. House Telvanni prefers to stay on our good side, so they rarely ask too many questions of the Keepers of the Dead.
Curate or not, he'll never get into the conclave bearing the mark of a Daedric prince. Not without my help. Underestimate Shelreni at your own peril. And do not think to just walk into a Telvanni stronghold reeking of Hermaeus Mora. Either Shelreni's Daedric allies or the Conclave's own protections will spot you the moment you step across the threshold. Of course. Wasn't I the greatest magister of my time? If not for my desire for solitude, I would have been the Archmagister. Unfortunately, my spectral body isn't good for anything these days. You'll need to serve as my hands for this to work. Return to Telrendis. Around my tower, you'll find the components necessary to assemble a passable cloak of omission. Look for dried hoaxwort, a lamia-scale shawl, and an illusion tincture of my own creation. I'll tell you more when we get there.
Wait, hold on. Headed to Old Isra.
Now where did I bury those components? Curses and corporeal existence! I can see why most ancestors move on instead of haunting their descendants. My mortal memories are much harder to recall than I anticipated. Of course not! I buried the components we need in separate caches on the tower grounds. I just can't remember exactly where. Use my ghost sight. It will... I placed... Should be able to see my sigils through my ghost sight. Look around. Isn't ghost sight wonderful? You'll find a cache here. remember this old workbench. We can prepare... Good work. Now place the shawl. Place the components, one at a... Excellent. Don't just... Go ahead and try it on. The cloak... You look amazing. Barely a hint of a Daedric connection. I should explain the particulars, though. Not a bad bit of work. You follow directions well. And the cloak looks perfectly dashing. Dashing, I say. Now let's head to Old Isra and meet up with Kirat Gedain. She should have gotten you access to the Conclave by now. Did I? I don't recall. But if you're asking about the Cloak of Omission, it can only shield you from so many scrying attempts. Eventually, someone will notice you. But the enchantment should last long enough for us to get our hands on Shalreni. Now that you mention it, yes. Gedain can get you on the access list, but you must play your part. Dunmer laws are labyrinthine, Telvanni especially. You need to invoke the proper statute to avoid suspicion. Just say the following to the sentry at the door. I hereby invoke the 26th statute of the Necrom Agreement, and then demand entry to the Conclave. Can you remember that? Once we get inside, we can meet up with Kirat Gedain. What could Shalreni be thinking? She's obviously counting on the support of two Daedric princes. But does she really expect them to magically elevate her to the rank of Magister? Let's get to Tel Hulen in Old Isra and see if the cloak works. Because you're not a Telvanni. That particular statute relates to the agreement between House Telvanni and the Keepers of the Dead. If you present it with authority, the sentry will probably grant you access. And tell them what? If you even imply that any Telvanni would require the help of an outsider, you'd insult them at best or get arrested, if not immediately challenged to a duel of spells. Believe me, any of those would be counterproductive. Do you honestly think my people need a legitimate reason? Well, how about impersonating a Necrom official? Or infiltrating a meeting of the Master's Conclave? Not to mention acting in the service of a Daedric prince? We can't risk it. Tel Hulen, the Tower of Halls, home to the Assembly of Masters. Remember to invoke the statute when you demand entry, and put on the cloak.
Know that, Drew? As Master Shalreni's mouth, you are prohibited from entering the Conclave.
But I must warn the Masters.
Don't worry. Your treacherous master will be dealt with soon enough.
You must warn the other Masters. I can no longer stand by and do nothing while Master Sheldreni continues along this dark path. Her actions threaten the entire peninsula. You probably shouldn't, but that doesn't mean I'm lying. I admired Sheldreni for her skill and power. Master Sheldreni made a deal with not one, but two Daedric princes. She plans to use their help to eliminate all who oppose her so she can become Archmagister. The Masters... I'm not sure. Master Sheldreni stopped confiding in me. But I know how she thinks. She has no respect for the Masters or this Conclave. When they move to reprimand her, she's going to show them just how powerful she's become. It will be a bloodbath.
The Master's Conclave is in session. All other business is on hold. Come back later. Necrom, Let me see. Ah, yes. You're listed as Curate Godane's attending clerk. Very good. You may go inside. I expect you'll find the curate in the Assembly antechamber, as the attending Magister declared the Conclave for Masters only.
There's Curate Godane.
Really, I must...
I insist, Curate. You do realize I wield considerable influence as Master Norvora's mouth.
Have a drink. But...
I could do much for you and the Keepers. Now tell me, what do you think of my book?
That's Master Norvora's mouth. We need to extract Godane this instant.
The curate and I are busy, outsider. I am eager to hear what he thinks of my book, Ancestors of a Humble Mouth. It's a work in progress, but at least 2 booksellers have expressed interest. Come back later. How strange. As no one but masters are allowed inside, Master Norvora explicitly told me to wait out here until after the Conclave concluded its business. Well, obviously Master Norvora needs her spellbook. No master should ever meet her peers without being totally prepared. I'll go and fetch it at once.
Thank you, my friend. Follow me. I know a place where we can talk privately.
Master Morena seemed exhausted. Is she well?
The healers recommended she stay in bed, but she insisted we attend the conclave.
We can speak freely
here. They call them so rarely, you know.
Understandable. As much as our masters...
You arrived not a moment too soon, my friend. Before they decided to seal the hall, and I was trapped in that dreadful conversation with Mouth Elar, I found what we needed. Master Sheldreni is here, and being held under guard until the conclave begins. And now we come to the problem. Magister Gothran arrived from Sadrith Mora to oversee the Master's Conclave. He immediately expelled all but the... Sadly, disabling a ward placed by a Magister is beyond my capabilities. If you have any ideas, please, share them. Otherwise, I fear the Masters are on their own in there.
A Magister? To counter Magister magic, eh? Good idea. Let's go disable the ward. A ward needs anchors. Use my ghost sight to spot them. One on either side of a door. I'll lend you my power to disable them. Magister Gothran is good, but I'm better. Let's enter the assembly hall.
This is a closed session.
What is the meaning of this intrusion?
Now, Gothrin, surely such restrictions don't apply to a Magister and his proxy.
Meln the Mouthless, a spirit. No matter. I will not tolerate your antics.
Nothing in our statutes precludes a dead Magister from participating in a conclave. Now, hear what my proxy has to say.
Very well. Step forward. You stand on shaky ground, mouth for the mouthless. What's so important that Magister Meln dares interrupt this closed session of the Master's Conclave? And Magister Meln thought us so ineffective that he had to swoop in and save the day? How presumptuous of him. Do you really think one rogue master is a match for this assembly? So I heard. Hence the reason I decided to leave my comfortable tower and come all this way to personally take charge of this conclave. Is that why you're here? To add another charge to Shelreni's list of crimes? Then so noted. Perhaps that's why she turned herself over without any fuss or bother. So enough of this nonsense. I listened to the concerns of your Magister and heard his allegation. Now we are finished. Meln may stay if he wishes. That is his right. But you and the curate should go and leave us to our work.
Over here. I forgot how boring my so-called peers can be. Pity Shelreni didn't eliminate a few more of my rivals before we noticed. But your master, Meln. I have fond memories of his many antics. That's why I wanted a word with you. Your master has delayed these proceedings long enough. Master Shelreni reached above her station and must be dealt with. Anything that postpones that and increases... Murder, you say? That is serious. I suppose anything can be expected from a master who makes pacts with...
I don't understand this necessity for debate. If it were up to me, we'd get right to the vote. Nothing anyone has... Meln may have confused Magister Gothrin, but there's no provision for a dead till... Is that a threat? Master Morena led Shelreni through the east door.
There's a meeting room just to the right. This must be where they're holding her.
Shelreni's gone, but what's that tipped-over bottle over there? That's pure essence of dream. Let me cast a spell to see what happened here.
What was that? Just a little gift from the Prince of Dreams. Soon, you will do exactly as I say. You won't get away with this. I already have. And with your help, I'll get away with so much more. Now let's go attend the conclave. My ascension requires participants, willing or otherwise.
We must get to the conclave. It's held in the Master's private hall to the north.
Something's going on to the north. I think the conclave is starting.
Master Shelreni, you stand accused of conspiring against your fellow Telvanni, murdering Meln the Mouthless, and consorting with Daedric princes. How do you plead?
A Telvanni doesn't plead. But I will kill you all before I take my sacrifice any longer.
Help me, Magister!
Shelreni, cease your actions this instant.
Use my ghost sight to disable the wards and get down there. I'm not ready to die a second time.
You're finally awake. Thank the ancestors. I thought Shelreni killed you.
We should talk, Mouth of Melon. The mouth of the mouthless. I suppose you want me to say that you and Meln were right. That I should have taken Shelreni's threat more seriously. Well, let's pretend I said that and move on to what needs to happen next. Yes, quite a display. She used the Conclave to formally announce her intentions. Her spell would have killed everyone, and positioned her to challenge the Archmag. Shelreni may be a powerful master, but I am a Magister of the Telvanni Council. It was really now, Master in all honor.
This ancient ruin. Those markings. This place is dedicated to Vermina.
This place... I think we visited the memory of it in the Eye of Mora.
This chamber appears promising. We should look around. Laramil's amulet can protect us both. Friend. Hidden kindred fill this cavern, but still no sign of Master Shelreni. Let's see if anything in this chamber might suggest where she got off to. Anything relevant in those papers? Was there anything? She writes about how Torvasad came to her, indoctrinated her into Vermina's service. how he was consumed with restoring something that was either stolen or lost, and how he insisted they find this ancient shrine. Interesting. So they sent the malachite mined from the Alavelis quarry here, and she discusses how the hidden kindred were formed to provide the workers needed to accomplish the restoration. Somehow, rebuilding a Vermina statue is the key to Torvasad's goal. This must be where that original memory took place, where Vermina and Periite think Hermaeus Mora wronged them and stole whatever it is they now seek. Let's keep going. That restored statue and Master Shelreni must be somewhere in this old ruin. Was there anything in those papers? This must be where that...
We must find Shelreni and stop her from completing this rite.
And Master Morena. We need to free her.
Ingenious. My black book! Looks like Shelreni got past my safeguards. Shelreni's using the restored statue as a focus for her rite.
You will not interfere.
An aspect of Vermina? That's not good.
Away, agents of fate! This vessel will help me restore what was taken from us all! Inhabit the vessel.
Into the focus point. My ghosts couldn't defeat this enemy.
Now, friend, free Morena from the binding.
Magic is unstable. Save yourselves. No! Not when we're so close.
Close my black book and take it. That should end the rite.
Taking the black book won't stop us, and one of you will serve just as well as a sacrifice.
No need to involve outsiders, Shelreni. Prince Vermina accepts your sacrifice and deems you a worthy vassal.
I regret the bloodshed, but soon Mor's injustice will be undone.
With this vessel, I can enter Apocrypha and strike at Mora's heart. With me, my faithful!
We have to warn Apocrypha. Let's return to the Necron Bindery and find Laramil.
Hold still, and I'll open a portal back to Necron.
Neither Scrooge nor I can feel Hermaeus Mora's presence. We both find this unsettling. Good, you are here. Both Scrooge and I felt a sudden disturbance in the tides of fate. Something terrible has happened in Apocrypha, and Scrooge and I no longer feel the presence of the one who knows. Another significant event in the annals of fate, and I missed it. But Master Shelreni is dead, and Vermina did what? So that was Shelreni's plan. Use whatever power the princess provided to eliminate her rivals, and Blightcrown decided to complete the rite anyway by sacrificing Shelreni instead. Ruthless, but in keeping with a follower of Peryite. And you say this allowed Vermina to possess Shelreni's corpse? What happened next, Proxy? They cannot. Not usually. Hence all the trouble that Torvasard and his allies went through to reach this point. At least you saved the Telvanni Masters and recovered Meln's Black Book. Well done. While I ponder next steps, take this. You earned it. Both Scrooge and I felt the tides of fate churn and boil. Worse, neither of us has been able to commune with Hermaeus Mora since the Black Book's rite was completed at Vermina's shrine. And you say you saw Shelreni's body walk into Apocrypha? Giving Vermina access to Apocrypha and a host to work through. They must know where to find the memory they seek, or they have a good idea where to look. Apocrypha is infinite. Without fate to guide us, we are lost in the dark without a candle. Blightcrown and Torvasard have ways to avoid detection. Only one viable option presents itself. We must ask Master Shelreni where Vermina has taken her body. Will you see this through, Proxy, before the disaster Mora foresaw comes to pass? Fortunately, we have 2 conduits to spirits not yet bound for Aetherius at our disposal. Magister Meln and Curate Gadain. Speak to Meln first. He obviously knows what happens when a Telvanni mage dies. Aetherius is the immortal plane. When a person dies, their spirit moves on to that realm unless something prevents that from happening. A violent death, perhaps, or because the spirit still has tasks left undone. Shelreni fits both categories. What Hermaeus Mora foresaw was always about an assault on Apocrypha. Vermina and her allies want to recover the memory that was stolen from them. But the way she is going about it will doom us all. We need to determine her destination and stop her. You know how you can feel the warmth and know the sun is above you, even if you never look up. That is what Scrooge experiences every day in the service of her master, and what I sense when I commune with the one who knows. Now, it just feels empty. Perhaps. We know Blightcrown used a corrupting combination of pestilence and dream to avoid detection in the Panopticon, and he was trying to increase its potency. Maybe the rite did more than open a path. Maybe it cut Mora off from his own realm. What Hermaeus Mora foresaw was always about an assault on Apocrypha. Vermina and her allies want to recover the memory that was stolen from them.
Leramil's idea is a good one. Master Shelreni has the answer we seek, and I know how to reach her. No Telvanni master worth their weight in Quama cattle would relinquish their hold on this plane without a fight. I have no doubt we can contact Master Shelreni's spirit. Whether we can get her to cooperate, well, that's an entirely different matter. As the curate can tell you, Necrom forbids summoning the dead. But there's no regulation against the dead choosing to speak to you. We don't have to summon Shelreni's spirit. We can go to her and simply request an audience. Same place you found me. In her tower, of course. We must go to Tel Barrow and search her sanctum. If her spirit lingers, she'll haunt there. Though, I'm better take Gadain with us. If she's become a vengeful spirit, his expertise might be required.
Meln, we can't just summon the dead whenever we please. It's forbidden.
Yes. Summoning is an affront to your order. But if the spirit is already there...
If I help you, I could jeopardize my standing.
We would not ask this of you if the situation was not dire.
Of course I'll help, Laramil.
I'll return to Apocrypha. See if I can find Vermina while you chase spirits. Not like I've got anything better to do.
Good luck at Tel Barrow, my friends. Return here with whatever you learn.
Well, get moving.
Dealing with that's an aspect of our beliefs, but not the primary component. And it's different when you visit the catacombs and a spirit appears before you. I suppose if Shelreni decides to speak to us, that shouldn't violate the Codex too badly. Indeed, the recently departed are often confused, and that confusion can turn violent. I much prefer to deal with the spirits of our ancient ancestors. They may be cantankerous, but they've had enough time to reconcile to their undead existence.
Where's the Keeper? He should have been here by now.
The tower's locked tight. We need another way inside.
Telvanni towers always have more than a single ingress and egress. Look around.
Stand close and let me shield you. Laramil's gift protects us both.
Over there. Just let me... There. Easy enough for a Magister to remove a Master's ward. Let's go inside. Shelreni's private study. Her presence is strong here. My ghost sight allows you to see it. Move closer, and I'll try to get her to manifest fully.
Careful, my friend.
Blight Crown! He killed me. I'll destroy them all!
Such rage and suffering. Let me try to calm her.
Have you come to gloat? To see how far the mighty Shelreni has fallen? I would have led House Telvanni to new heights. Instead, I lost everything. All my work unfinished. My legacy in ruins. This is your fault, outsider. You and those duplicitous Daedric princes. Now, why in the name of my despicable ancestors would I even consider such a notion? You're my enemy. I'm content to sit back and watch as Vermina and Periite steal back whatever they think Hermaeus Mora took from them. You know nothing of the Telvanni, outsider, or of me. But I will admit that I hated when a greater power... I decrypted Meln's Black Book, perfected Blight Crown's subterfuge concoction, and performed the rite that gave Vermina access to Apocrypha. And all for a simple favor. Eliminate my competition, and elevate me to the rank of Archmagister. I see what you did there. Clever. I suppose I've been taken off the board. A bit of revenge on my part is probably called for. The path to the memory Vermina seeks lies through the infinite Panopticon. Torvasad will lead her there. It started with Torvasad and his dream of something lost long ago. He needed someone to acquire Meln's Black Book and perform the rite. In return, he would help me achieve my dream of becoming Archmagister, as long as I pledged myself to Vermina. Torvasad behaves like a broker, bringing disparate parties together for mutual benefit. In truth, I now believe this is all about Torvasad. He has his own agenda. Anyway, he convinced the princes to set aside their differences and work together. Truth be told, I never much cared. All I wanted was to do what was asked of me and get my reward. Instead, I got a dagger in the back from that disgusting Blight Crown. They believe Hermaeus Mora stole something from them. From all of us, really. It involves Torvasad's dream. He had vague visions of a Vermina shrine, believed it was important. So he... Look, maybe Mora stole Torvasad's favorite sweet roll recipe. I wouldn't put it past the Prince of Fate. He collects knowledge like House Lalu hoards gold. All I know is Vermina and Periite want the memory back, but Torvasad wants it more. Torvasad behaves like a broker, bringing disparate parties together for mutual... Silent, you say? I took Blightcrown's mix of disease and dream, and, with a few adjustments to the right, enhanced its ability to hide them 1,000-fold. If Mora has gone silent, it means it affected him too. Cut him off from his own realm. Am I a genius or what? Oh, fear not. You can't separate a Daedric prince from their realm for very long. Should last just long enough for Vermina to get whatever she's after. Of course, who can say what will happen when a realm and its prince are sundered even briefly? Truth be told, I never much cared. All I wanted was to do what was asked of me and get my reward. Instead,
I can't absolve you of your transgression, Spirit, but I can grant you peace.
Eternal disappointment, more likely.
Let's return to Necrom and tell Laramil what we learned.
Boots or a heavy cloak? It gets cold up north.
Calm yourself, Scroot. I am sure Scroot returned from Apocrypha with disheartening news, while my efforts at research have been marginally effective at best. Tell me you have something better to report, Proxy. The Infinite Panopticon. First they sought a memory to alter. Now they seek... what? Another memory? And can they even find the entrance again? Well, we have a destination. Now all we need is a plan. What research I was able to accomplish tells me that Vermina will be a formidable opponent. But in order to enter Apocrypha without Mora's consent, she requires an anchor and a shield. In this case, Master Shalreni's body. That will be her undoing. Shalreni's body is mortal. If we destroy it, I do not believe that even Blightcrown's concoction will hide Vermina from the one who knows. Of course, there is also the matter of Apocrypha gone amok. But one problem at a time, I think. Gadain, this will be dangerous. I would feel better if you remain here, out of harm's way.
I swore to retrieve the relic, and I can't stand the thought of you facing this danger without me. All of you, really.
Vomitus.